Weather. I'm glad that things are warming up. You guys know I'm a winter lover, but as we get closer to springtime, it should feel like spring. And fortunately, in Central Georgia, we're not going to have to wait too long.
Yes.
Exactly right. And it's pleasant weather. You know, we're continuing to creep that average mark up each and every day. And also, we're not dealing with anything too warm. We're not talking any temperatures above the 80-degree mark. Nice and pleasant feeling weather. It is the end of February, but going ahead and starting to get that spring fever since we're really approaching the month of March. So this morning, 45 degrees and cloudy in downtown Macon. Have probably seen our fair share of on and off light showers because most of Central Georgia has at this point during the morning. Temperatures are nestled in the low 40s all the way into the upper 40s, and then 150 down in Vidalia, where you're starting to see that green color creep on up from the south. So plenty of moisture farther to our south, but hour by hour, what can we expect out of these temperatures? Still going to remain pretty consistent in the low 40s, but then eventually making their way up to the 50s, and then 58 just around the midday hour, leading the way into a high temperature today of 66 degrees. So we'll still have cloud cover inhibiting that big warm up for most of the morning hours, but the clouds will finally clear as we head just past midday, and that's why I do believe we'll creep close to average for this time of year that you do see up there in the top right corner. Here's a live look at your satellite and radar picture. Let's take it over to the northwest right now, where we're continuing to see scattered sprinkles from Upson County down into Crawford, Monroe, and stretching up the I-75 corridor, even up into the northern edge of Jasper County. And you'll see a couple of very, very light green dots, and that's going to be a sprinkle that may put 5 to 10 raindrops on your windshield as you're making your way out. But right now, the biggest cluster of light showers is farther to our south, closer to where the center of low pressure is with our Gulf low passing us. That's what's really driving this rain throughout the course of this morning. And we're still going to see these scattered or maybe clusters of light green dots throughout the 8 to maybe about 10, 11 a.m. window. And then, like I said, after midday, we start to see that cloud cover recede down towards the south, leading the way into an afternoon that's going to have a beautiful sunset in store. Maybe a few clouds in the picture, but mostly dry and mostly sunny is the trend for Tuesday and Wednesday. That's going to allow for our temperatures to rebound up into the 70s, so a little bit above average, but like I said, it's not the 80s. It's not too warm for this time of year. And then once again, as we go into the midweek right there, we'll start to see some clouds maybe approaching once we go into Wednesday night. Taking a look at the long range models, we'll see a frontal boundary taking shape and moving through from north to south right now as we go to Thursday evening. So daybreak sleep out, it could be a little bit messy. Still trying to get more fine tuning on the timing of this and how widespread that rain will be. But it doesn't look like it's going to be anything too heavy in nature. This will simply act as a little bit of a cooling mechanism as we head into Friday. But Saturday and Sunday, we're back into the pleasant feeling weather. The 7-day forecast is really just about as good as it can get. But like I mentioned, a little bit of a cool down after that front on Thursday. Those lows are creeping back into the upper 30s, and one cooler day around 64 on Friday afternoon before the first day of March and March 2nd are shaping up nice, partly cloudy and above average.